the sheet music started. The world has changed for electronics.
Well, yeah, they say it saves the place and 2 tons of.
Yeah. They don't evolve, they're staying home more, and they're not doing anything more. They're letting the electronics do everything for them. And they're not, I don't know how they can be happy that way. I have no idea. That's why they're not in good health. Most people are not healthy.
Well, I can tell you, I had one electronic piano and I had very much pleasure from it because I could practice anytime.
Yeah.
And it was okay for practicing. And I always had the right piano to work out, the finishing touch.
See?
So that was always okay. I liked it. So a lot of my students have it.
What are you doing? What are you doing in Chicago? Just visiting?
No, I want to play jazz.
You're a jazz piano player?
No, I'm a classical, but I want to learn.
You may not do it here. Your best bet is maybe Paris.
Paris.
Yes, not here. You're disillusioned. Yeah, there's nothing like that. You maybe only in Paris or maybe London. That's people come in here for a jazz festival every year. They're completely disillusioned. That's all gone from here.
It's gone.
Yeah, we used to have integrated neighborhoods years ago, many years ago, and then for about 50 years ago they started what they do, public housing, and pretty soon there weren't any more black neighborhoods where they had nightclubs and things, and they were living just in these high rises, like prisons. And that went on for almost 50 years.
Right.
And they develop a different culture. They don't play. There is with the I'd say the last one would be Lou Rawls, if you know that, or the Supremes. After that there was nothing but what do you call it? Rap music, which is just nothing. It's filthy music. It's terrible, But
that's no music.
But years ago they'd have about, in one neighborhood there was 25 jazz clubs. You could go and hear Duke Ellington play at night. Let's go listen to Duke Ellington, or let's go listen to Lionel Hampton or somebody. No, they're all gone. It's ruined the whole culture here. It was possibly done because they actually broke down the old neighborhoods. All the stores went, everything, and they just built big projects, housing projects there. They looked like prisons, really. And then then maybe they meant well. I think they did it. I think they did it just to get votes, to give people free give them free lodging and free food. They think you're God, so you'll vote for them. See, and maybe that worked. But then they made a mistake. This country made Puerto Rico a commonwealth, not a state, and therefore Puerto Ricans used to go into New York by the hundreds every month. But in New York, you already had over 100,000 Cubans, and they don't like each other. And they formed street gangs, and the gangs got into the projects.
Oh my God! So it's just far away from jazz.
I guess you're better off. You're better off if you go to Paris for that. Anybody tell you that?
Oh, well, I'm just 4 hours from Paris, Amsterdam to Paris.
Because you had people. A great jazz player was Stefan Grappelli.
Yes.
And this Django Reinhardt. They spent their lives there. And they had students over there. Here it's been nothing anymore, because the generations never changed. They didn't do anything after. They don't even know what it is. They wouldn't even know who dealt. If you could sit in here, if you were to ask a young black person who was Duke Ellington, you ever hear of Billy Eckstine? Billy Eckstine was a great singer here. In fact, he was a great jazz singer. He knocked Frank Sinatra out of the box for 10 years. That's how good he was. And he was famous here. They don't know who he is. They remember people like Ella Fitzgerald or Sarah Vaughan.
Yeah.
And he was better than them, bigger name and everything. And there isn't either because they don't go to school. There could be it now. They don't go to school and they can't read or write. Maybe this is what causes it. Because
God knows, yeah.
Yeah, it could cause it. They don't read about it. I can't figure it out. Just it's even like in Spain. When I asked, see, the greatest guitarist in the world was Spanish. It was Andreas Segovia. The young Spaniard doesn't know them. No, either they burned the history books. And it's to me it's shocking because I published a magazine on the guitar for years, and for me to talk to them and not know this, a very famous person, there wouldn't have been a guitar if it wasn't for this man. He was a great missionary, went all over the world with it, but they don't know who he is. So I can't explain it to you, and
this is just amazing. That's what
and
you're
they come
telling
here
me.
to learn jazz, and they're in the wrong place.
Yeah.
There is a jazz nightclub. There's two of them in Chicago. One is called Jazz Showcase. Now that's on Polk Street. Polk Street is about 500 South.
Yeah.
And they're on a little site. They used to be at the Blackstone Hotel. It was called Jazz Showcase. But then they closed down. Then they moved to Polk Street. And they're there right now. And you might ask some of the musicians there. Now there is the Bloom School of Jazz in Chicago here. Now I might have to take my words back. Maybe he can help you. He's on, you might go there right now. He's at 218 South Wabash. That's right where we are.
Okay. 218.
On Wabash. You go to Wabash is the next street. 218. It's called. Wait, I'll write it for you. I didn't think of. He can help you if anybody can. He's been teaching jazz. Maybe don't tell him what I said. He might not like what I said. But I think it's what I'm saying is true. But he's been at it a long time. So. Now, there are 218 South Wabash. Now that's a building, it's like it's an office building. So you have to go in the entrance and see what floor he's on.
What's his name?
His name was Bloom, Mr. Bloom.
Sir, you'll pay me someday.
Okay, no problem. I'll see you, Irene. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Go see him right now before it's too late. It gets dark.
I will.
Yeah.
Thank
He's
you
probably
so
there
much.
teaching right now.
Teaching right now.
And then he takes students, when they learn, he takes them to a nightclub to play with the band.
Oh my God.
That's what he used to do. I know he still does it somehow.
Okay. Thank you so much
Okay.
for this information.
You should have no trouble with him.
Okay. How old is he?
You got my card on the other side.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
But he'll probably agree with me when I tell you what I said.
Okay.
It's very difficult to get to keep, because something happened for over 40 years now. It's gone. Because I was a kid, there must have been 50 places in Chicago, 50 nightclubs that had jazz.
That's what I heard. So it's all gone.
There's one called the Green Mill. Here, I'll write another card for you. Hold on. That's a nightclub.
Green Mill.
That's on
Okay.
North Broadway. It's on North Broadway. Now they probably have jazz players there every night. Broadway is about 700. Halsted turns into Broadway, so Halsted is 700 North. Just call them up if you can find their number.
Okay.
Call 411, and they'll contact you, and just tell them where you're staying. They'll tell you how to get there.
Perfect.
And you
Oh,
can-
you're so kind.
But the other
Thank
one
you
is,
so
I might as well
much.
put Jazz Showcase too on there for you.
Another one.
Now that's on Polk Street, P-O-L.
Oh, I know where it is. Yeah.
Now if you can find that one, that's on Polk Street, maybe, and Dearborn Street. We'll be right around that area.
Thank you so
They
much.
look like a jazz club. It looks real Erie on a side street there. Yeah, it looks like an old jazz club.
Okay. I'll go to Mr. Bloom now.
Yeah, he could probably give you better answers. That's all he's been doing all his life.
Okay.
That's all I can tell you.
That's great. So it's this street, the first over there, what did you say?
If you go out this door
Out, left,
and then go over to, then go
Van
out.
Buren?
Yeah, no, you'll be on Jackson. Here, wait.
Uh-huh.
Here, wait. Go out this door. There's a door, and then when you're out the door, go. Just keep walking this way.
Yes.
And then you get to Wabash. Cross the street on Wabash, and then walk north on Wabash till you're about here. It's right where we are on Wabash.
Okay.
We're at 224 and 226, about almost, and that's 218.
218.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Thank you so
okay,
much.
Good. Let me know what happens.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
You have an email or
Huh?
telephone number?
Everything is there. Just call
Everything
me
is there. Okay, I will.
Bye-bye.
I'm Lana.
Okay, I'm Jim.
Okay, Jim, thanks.